Okay. Need to load all the different pages. See if I'm live. Yes. Okay. No. Live. Yes, I'm live. Whoop whoop. Okay. Welcome to another live stream. Thank you all so much for being here. I am working on a Lady Death commission today. So this should be very fun. I'm just going to get my chats open. Looked like Twitch was having some issues, so I'm going to just check Twitch. Nope. It seems like it's okay now. I really hope it stays okay for everyone because sometimes the loading on Twitch is a little glitchy. All right, so I'm going to get back to my chats, see who all is here. Hello, Michael. Welcome to the stream. Samuel, hi. Okay, just need to do this. All right. So, I am really excited about this. Believe it or not, I finished my Lady Death digital colors a whole day early. Happy dance. So much happy dance. Hello, Victor. Welcome to today's live stream. So because I'm done with my deadline a little bit early, I am starting in on my next commission. Anyone who is new to my page, I have a confession. I'm very behind on my commission list. So something that I'm working on is whenever I have a little bit of spare time or I was early on a deadline, I'm trying to get through and get my commissions to the very wonderful patient people who, in this man's case, have been waiting since 2017. Bad dawn. Samuel, hi. Keeman, Dope Life, Eric, Peace, Benny, I'm doing great, Mike. Thank you. Randall, hi. Welcome, welcome, everyone. It's so good to have you here. Just let me close a couple of my pages. I don't keep Facebook and Twitch open while I'm live streaming, just, you know, so my computer doesn't have any issues. And I have everyone's chats in a unified chat, so I can see them all together, which is very handy, so I don't have to click between all the different platforms. Hello, Luis. Jeff, hello. Happy Friday to you, too. This weekend, I need to clean. I need to really, really clean. I've got some floors to mop. Some kids to scrub. Hello, Philip. Welcome to the stream today. It's so good to see you. Happy Friday. All right. So I scribbled this one out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my layouts so you guys can see what I did. I'll give you a little heads up to my process. Hello, Lorraine. All right, so this, oh, the colors were amazing, Luis. Really well done. So this is my layouts book. For years, I've drawn layouts and just thrown them away. And then I was trying to get organized, and I was trying to keep them all scanned in a folder, and that was just too much work, and, you know, it wasn't working out for me. So what I do is I actually keep them all in a folder. So I just bought myself a cheap little school folder thingy. And what I do is, like this, for instance. These were all of my different layouts. Sherlock is being a stinky boy. These were all my layouts for the White Widow issue 3 cover. This is the one that was chosen, and then these ones I didn't use. So I saved them all and used them for something else. Hello, Michael Curtis. Johnny, I don't know if I said hi yet. So, hello. Glad you like the colors on the Harley art. Okay, so I responded to that one. Phew. So what I do is I just keep all the different layouts, because even if they weren't used for that particular project, I have them, and even if I won't ever use the layout exactly as I had it planned, I can make adjustments. So that's what I'm doing with my layout for this one. So I'm just going to find my layout. So like this was for Hell Witch cover. This is the one that was used. These ones weren't used. Tony, hello. You were feeling left out. Oh no. Well, I'm glad I said hello. This one was the firefighter. So as you guys can see, I really don't complete any of these layouts. These were some of my other ideas for the Hell Witch layout, which I didn't use. So I'm just looking for, hello Sable, welcome to the stream today. Yes, this one. So this was me trying to plan out and get an idea for the Hell Witch cover. So this was the Hell Witch where she's on the throne. This is the one that I ended up using. So that layout, this layout right here, is the one that I ended up using, but these were all of my rejects. So this one right down here, I was like, oh, that's actually halfway decent. I think I can use it, sorry, bumped the thing, for the Lady Death one. So I drew that super, super tiny. That gives you an idea of how small the layouts are that I personally draw. Everybody does them slightly differently. I'm not saying one way is better than the other. It's just my method. So then what I did is I scanned that itty bitty little drawing and enlarged it in Photoshop and just transferred it onto a piece of cardstock. So that's as far as I have gotten right now, is the rough scribble. So now I'm going to start working on it with you and trying to make something that looks like a decent commission, because this wonderful man has been waiting so patiently for so long. It's really one of those things, like it's a catch-22, I suppose is what it's called, where like the commissions take me a while to get to them, right? And then, so I feel super bad and I try to do a better job, you know? and then I never feel that the job is good enough. So I'm always trying to one-up myself for everyone's commissions. Shazim, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to my Twitch channel. Good evening, David. Oh, well, thank you so much for following me on Facebook, and welcome to Twitch. I'm so glad you were able to make it. Tony, thank you. A Domino Marvel cover. Did I've never worked for Marvel, Sable. I wish I had. It's cool if you have a cover of it. Mike, hello. Welcome to today's stream. I have a cat somewhere. Oh, there he is. Oh, good. He's sitting on a chair behind me. Hello, Alley Cat. Welcome. So my thoughts for this one. I will definitely bring Sherlock over to say hello. Right now he is settling in for a nap, but I'm going to make sure that we get some kitty happiness for everybody before the end of the stream. I promise. Devin, Gabriel, hello and welcome to today's stream. So I finished the Lady Death cover a little bit early. Happy dance, happy dance. Coloring is going faster, and I can't tell you guys enough how wonderful and encouraging it is to slowly be shaving a couple days off of my coloring schedule. From what I've talked to varying colorists, the ideal amount of time to give them to color a cover. Now, I'm not saying that with professional artists they need all of this time, because they're awesome. And I don't really consider myself a professional colorist in the comic book industry. I color my own work. I'm not a colorist. So I I've asked them, you know, just in the course of me being a penciler, I've realized that the ideal amount of time to give someone in order to turn in the covers is 3 days to color it. So that's for the main version and the alternate version. Well, lately, when I first started, it was taking me over 7 days to color the 2 covers. Now I've shaved it down to 4 days. So I'm so excited about those 4 days. It isn't 3 yet, and you know, eventually maybe I should get down to about 2 days, but 4 days, I will take it. I am like happy. Oh, Russell, I'm so sorry. Art just, it takes a lot of time and practice, and it's very sweet of you to give me such a kind compliment, but I don't want you to feel badly about your own work, you know? It's just, not everybody has the amount of time to give towards art and all of that stuff, and it really just takes a gigantic amount of hours. Is 3 years average wait in your process for commissions? Yes, at the moment, Daniel, it is possibly longer. And I'm really, really sorry about that. Mubot doesn't like Devin. Oh no. Oh, Phasma Star. Hello. Welcome to the stream. 3 years or more. Yes. I have deep and heartfelt apologies to everyone who is waiting, and then everyone who is waiting to get on the wait list. I'm super sorry. Okay, this is just some Copic marker before anyone freaks out. I'm really I'm trying to be conserving and reuse tape. Gregory, hello. You're good at stick figures. That's excellent, Russell. Hello, Larry. Interesting, Devin. I would almost think it's the other way around. Like, I can take a lot more freedom on my own work, and I can even go in and adjust my lines, whereas a colorist doesn't feel that freedom. So, honestly, my opinion is that it's the opposite, and that if you're coloring someone else's work, for starters, you're having to envision what they envisioned, and that's difficult. And then you're having to make sure that you're coloring the lines in a way that enhances them and brings out the beauty of the line art, even if the artist made some mistakes. Because I know it for sure. I will be coloring something, and in the line art, it looked great. Everything looked correct. But then once I start coloring it and putting in the shades and highlights, I realize that it's wrong. I can go in and fix that. Whereas a colorist can't really go in and start messing with an artist's line work unless they have the relationship that has made that okay, you know? So I think actually it's more on me that I'm going slower and I need to pick up the pace, maybe put a little torch under my behind. Hello, John. Welcome to the stream. Hanusol, I hope you had a happy birthday. No, I have not put down the hours, Jeff, because, you know, I don't really have solid chunks of multiple hours in a shot. I kind of, I don't do that. Chrissy, hello. Yes, I am working on a commission this time. Oh, did we get another Zergrimmel? Thank you so much for following me on Twitch. I really appreciate it. And you know, I know that I put a little bit of an emphasis on speed. And that's probably just because I feel, you know how one of those things where you feel a little insecure about something, it's what you focus on? So I feel that way about my own work. But at the end of the day, what matters is two things, in my opinion. And I tell myself this so that I don't get too hung up on how long something takes. I focus on one. Is the publisher or the client happy with whatever you've delivered to them. 2, did you meet the deadline? All right. So those are really the 2 major factors when it comes to being an illustrator. So, okay, when I'm doing commissions, I know that I'm not meeting deadlines, but I don't have deadlines, and that is understood between me and the commission art client. But when it comes to industry work, illustration work, comic art, whatever the case may be, there are 2 important factors. Make sure that your client is happy with the final product and you did the best that you could and that you meet the deadline. So those are really what matters. How many hours it took to get done is sort of on you. Yeah, you could be faster, and if you're faster, you can take more jobs. But, you know, really what matters is the job itself and how good a job you did and that you did your very best. Paul, hello. Lauren, Gary, so good to see you all. Welcome, welcome. So this is Scribble time. And this is where I'm working to refine things. So like right now, I think that her neck looks a little stiff, and I'm imagining what it is that her shoulders are up a little bit too high. This one, possibly not, but the one in the back, I think it's a little too stiff, you know, and that can happen when the shoulders are lifted up. Like I'm always drawing, and so for me, these muscles right here are always super stiff. So I'll catch myself walking around the house like this. And Dan will be like, Dawn, shoulders down, relax, chill out. So, you know, I'm trying to kind of relax my shoulders, but the temptation is to start lifting them up again, and I walk around like that. So I think that this shoulder, all that to say, this shoulder is a little stiff and tense. Fox Gaming, hello. Speed is important to you as this is your career, but my thought is never to rush art. Yeah, and you know what? I pretty much, when I'm in a fork in the road, as it were, deciding should I do something that I know is going to make the cover look awesome, or should I just get this done faster and stuff, I will pretty much always, unless I'm really right up to the edge of a deadline, I can't remember a single instance where I haven't chosen the path of the making it look better. So, and I bet you that goes for most artists. You know, at the end of the day, you become very invested in whatever it is you're doing. The Spider Fix, hi, thank you so much. Adam, welcome. So we are going to fix this shoulder, and I think also this bust, because of the way the curve of the ribs, I believe that this boob should also come down if I'm bringing the shoulder down. So what I'm trying to do here is this commission is for a 3/4 to full body commission, and the reason why I say 3/4 to full body is because sometimes, you know, it is hard to fit a full body on a piece of paper and have the face close enough, because when you have a character standing up, you know, in order to fit the whole body, the full body itself has to be shrunken down, 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 and then you have a really tiny little face. And really the thing that connects a viewer to the artwork is the face. It's that human connection, as it were. So, it's a little tricky sometimes to keep the face and the connection between the character and the viewer while doing a full head-to-toe standing body. So I always try to do something to fit in the full body to the feet, but it's not fully standing up. So I'll show you guys that I have that here too. So this is the Witchblade one. It is complete. Whoop, whoop. I finished it last night while watching New Girl. So this one, her knees are bent and she's kneeling. So then I can make her head bigger, and so she fits, and there's that connection, you know. It doesn't always work. Sometimes I'll do a full standing pose, but you know, it really depends. All right, I have a couple questions here. Pat Jinx, I have 11 of your prints. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And needing some covers for them. Last year I checked with you on suggestions on places in Calgary to get them, but I can't remember the answer. Covers, what do you mean covers? Like top loaders, like a plastic sleeve? Or do you mean frames or a book? So let me know, Pat Jinx. Oh, thank you. Probably Tanis, in a bit. So anyway, here she is, clear slip top loader. You know what, you might want to check with a couple of the local comic book stores. There's Red Skull Comics and there's Comic Traders. And so it's Comic Traders. And those are the two comic book stores that I personally know the best and buy from. And they may have top loaders, and that's what a clear sleeve is. And the top loaders are a little bit thick. I actually have one right here because I use them for my this is an 8.5 by 11 top loader. Of course, there are all different sizes, but they're sort of slightly harder plastic. So there's that. You got frustrated with your drawing, so you're here for art class. Aw, Kadiro, I'm so sorry. I know that feeling. I have taken my drawings and thrown them across the room. It happens. The arts are a temperamental headspace. Oh, okay, Jeff has confirmed Red Skull has top loaders for sure. Go see Kelly. Go see Kelly. Jeff has spoken. Okay, so I haven't posted this one yet because I haven't scanned this one yet, but I'll try to scan it this evening and post it. But yeah, so that's my whole point that I was trying to get at, and I know I'm the most aggressively long-winded human being, but my point was I always, in commissions and covers, but in covers there's not usually a previous agreement that it's going to be quote unquote full body. So I can kind of play a little bit more loosely with where I'm going to cut the body on a cover. But with commissions, it is kind of preset, you know, because that's how the pricing works, is how much body you're drawing. A bust, of course, is cheaper than a full body. I try my best to bend the body in some way that the head can be larger. And that's sort of my goal in general. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're scanning it right now. Nice, Gabriel. Booty, just gonna do a little shake. Okay, thank you so much, Anthony. So this one, I'm working on trying to fit as much body as possible, but certain things are contracted. Her legs are bent. She's in a seated position. That always helps to make her head be a little bit bigger. Stop shaking my head. Oh, Rob knows nothing about what day it is anymore. Sorry, Rob. Happy Friday! I know my schedule's a little crazy this week. I'm just here to sneak attack you. Do you use Copic markers? I do, yes. I use the Copic sketch markers. They have the Copic Chow and the original. I personally don't care for the original so much because they just have like a chisel tip and then like a regular marker tip. I really like the brush tip. So Chow or Sketch are my preferred ones. And I don't know if Chow was even out when I started building my collection, so I went for the Copic sketch markers, and I'm just kind of carrying on in that direction. But there isn't that much difference between the Chow and the Sketch, except for how they look and their price. The Chow is cheaper. Is that going to be a print, Dawn? Possibly a print of the month, eventually. Yes, the glove is to stop smudging, and from primarily it's for skin oils, which, as gross as this sounds, and TMI for everybody, you do have them. And so I wear a glove to protect the paper. Jennifer, hello, lovely. Ian, you missed the booty shake. I'm sorry. Is it time to buy more art supplies? Not yet, but when I start in on Divinica issue 6, I'm going to have to buy a couple new watercolors. And, you know, Dan is still traumatized from my last spree at the art store for Divinica prep, but this time I only need to get the colors that I ran out of and used up in Divinica 5, and that's just like 2 or 3, so, you know, it shouldn't be too bad. Oh my goodness, you're so amazing, Devin. Thank you. Good evening, Candace. Hello to you and the kiddos and hubby. I'm searching for an excuse. I know. Hardcore. Shanna, hello. Tony, thank you for still being here. All right, so I'm going to kind of toggle between 2 pencils. I work with this one and this one for the most part. Ooh, Hypno Sherlock, and I missed it. New follower, thank you so much. Yeah, he does, Philip. So I have these 2. Sorry, this one wasn't open. All right, so I have these in the description. I don't think it shows up on Twitch, but if you scroll down on my like my main Twitch page, you'll see the names of these tools in case you forget and you want to remember them, or you can see them on my Facebook, and I believe my YouTube live streams will show the descriptions. So these are the 2 pens that I use. This is a 0.9. This is a 0.3. Can you claim your art supplies as a business expense on taxes? Yes, I believe I can, Ian. Neo Moon, hello! Happy Friday! Kiddos are in bed. Long day today. Oh, wow. It's true. You're a few hours ahead of me, aren't you, Candace? Roberto, hello in Brazil. Todd, hi. Oh, you're so sweet for saying you love it. It's missing some parts. Yeah, you know what? Oh my goodness. Just doing that right there and moving her shoulder down is making all the difference. So what I'm going to do now is I'm putting in her rib cage like so, and kind of boobs, top of boobs for the most part, unless, you know, you've got some serious cleavage going on. Armpits. Here we go. Okay, so here's where my armpits are, and boobs start kind of right around there. I mean, you know, if you've got some size up here, which Lady Death does, right? So I'm gonna make her boobs start kind of right by where her armpits begin. Yeah, right? Except Dan always knows. Do you have all the Copic flesh tone markers available? I do have all of the Copic flesh tone set. I am not a huge fan of the Copic flesh tone set. To me, it is a little bit too pink and salmon. It doesn't look real to me. And that's just my opinion, right? I prefer slightly olive look as opposed to, you know, this super pinky salmony color, you know. But I will, I need to try them because right now I am in a weird place with my Copic markers. I think I just really like the way that Copic marker and watercolor look together since working on Divinica, and I have become quite dissatisfied with my marker choices for skin, and I'm not loving it right now. I just got me an iPad Pro as a birthday present to myself, trying to more digital art. Your birthday is on the 12th of this month. Happy birthday, Larry, and that is so cool. You're in getting something that's going to be fun. It's going to be a great hobby. I love it. Happy birthday, and I hope you get many happy hours working on your art. What do you use for inking? That's from Jared. I primarily use these pens. All right. So I use the Copic Multiliner SP pens. Oh, sorry, you guys couldn't even see them. So they're like aluminum on the outside, and you can replace the cartridge. So whenever they run out of ink, you can just pull out the cartridge and put a new one in, and you can also replace the nib. So I like to get these because then I'm not just going through pens like crazy. I can just have the replacement parts that I go through a lot and do that. That too. Well, Devin, I'm going to have all of that in Divinica, and I'm so excited. But, well, not alien, like green aliens. No. But I am going to be, like, Divinica has so many different skin tones, and I'm really excited about that. But even just my skin tones in the colors that I have for, you know, all different flesh tones, I'm not happy with the ones that I currently have right now. Dawn for the drive home. Good for you, Tom. No typing. Love you. Also, that's the thing. Like, I wish that there were more, skin tone, variations. Like, my point is in the grays, for instance. Like, Lady Death's skin is actually really easy to color with Copic markers because there's so many shades. It goes from 0 to 10, right? And they're all in the same basic, they're all the same ink, just more saturated. The thing that's hard is the mixing of colors with Copic marker. Sometimes they don't interact very nicely together. Anybody else go way out of focus? I don't know. Sorry. Okay, there's anime flesh tone markers as well. What are anime flesh tone markers? Is it like a different brand? Okay, so as you guys can see, I need to... Joe, hello! Welcome to the stream! Ah, it's so good to see you! Mwah! Oh, Twitch is being fussy from time to time. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, Shanna's asking, how did you learn your anatomy? Any tips? I learned it by much trial and error, and I am still learning. Tips and things that I can give you as far as that is, yes, I've got something. It's teacher time. Okay, someone asked me, coffin prints ship back. Yes, they left today. So I called in FedEx and they picked them up and they're on their way back. All right, so I really find these books extremely helpful. So I'm studying all of the, whoops, wait, hold. I have to do a little cover. All right, there we go. So these books, anything by Andrew Loomis, I highly recommend. So this one is Figure Drawing for All It's Worth. This one is Creative Illustration, but this one I'd say is more for someone who is like an actual illustrator. I'm not saying that you're not an actual illustrator, but this is more talking about the thought process of working in art, and you know, how to keep your creativity up and all of that stuff. So if that's kind of what you're going for, by all means. But as far as anatomy itself, I would say these two books are needed. So Drawing the Head and Hands and Figure Drawing for All It's Worth. These two books are incredible. If you find anything else from Andrew Loomis, it's Andrew is the first name, and then Loomis, Loomis, and just such good information. How many years have you drawn? Since I was little, but professionally 8 years. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm so behind. If you're talking about Twitch, then yes, mine is just, sorry. Yeah, I know, I almost did, Kyle. Oh, I hope I don't get shut down for that. You're so welcome, Shanna. These ones, I highly recommend these books. They're incredibly good. I'm being yelled at by my kitty cat. I will be right back. Do you want to go? Okay, well, you need to say hello to everybody before you go. Come on, come on. Yes, Mommy knows. Okay, here is Sherlock. He's coming to say hello before he wants to go. I think he needs to go downstairs, use the bathroom, have a snack. Say hello to everybody. Don't look at me. Say hi. Okay, let's go. Come on. Come on. Is having a cold drink. Oh, okay. You have me on the big screen? Are you serious? No. Juan, are you serious right now? No, that's scary. Oh, Ralphie, thank you so much for your support. You got your Lady Death lenticular cover yesterday, and both prints, they are awesome. Okay, Strahad, you told me what your name is, and now I forget again. I'm such a fail, but thank you so much. You saw what you came for? Bye, everyone. Are you leaving us now that you got to see Sherlock, Devon? How many kitties do you have? You share your house with 9. Wow, Gregory. I have 1 kitty cat. Oh, thank you, Michael. You have me up on your 50-inch TV. Oh, you guys, you're making me so nervous. I'm all nervous. Oh no. Well, at least the webcam is a little further away from me, so you can't see my pores and stuff. Sergeant Pete, hello. Welcome to Twitch. That's so great. You see all. Ha, way to make me feel uncomfortable, Rob. Why do you make me nervous? Because the thought of my face and everything being up on a TV is just, it's a little intimidating. I prefer, it helps me feel a little better when I picture that everyone's just on their phone, so it's all really tiny. Hello, Chiliquela. Welcome to the stream today. It's what you're here for. Oh, don't tell me shit like that, Sable. Okay, so now we are working on moving her rib cage down. Because I had her up like this and now I'm moving her shoulders down to make her look more relaxed, I'm going for a queenly appearance. So usually that's kind of the unafraid. You know, the way that if you do this and you do a pose kind of like this, it looks kind of you're shielding. You're not owning it. And so I'm going for a real relaxed power pose. Like, yeah, I'm good. You know. Maybe there's some demons attacking. Maybe the demons of hell are coming, but she's just like, and I'm here chilling. The work is bigger than my face. That's good. Thank you, Michael. That was a very purpose decision. I made that call with knowledge that I want my face smaller than the art. Please and thank you. Trying to tell folks it's a pay-per-view channel. Lol. Okay, so bringing down the shoulders a little bit, just relaxing this entire area. Would Andrew Loomis be good for a beginner? It wouldn't blow your mind. You know what? It's really, I think I understand what you're asking, Shanna. If not, you know, let me know. But yeah, he really starts at the basics and he teaches the fundamentals. And like, I see a lot of YouTubers. I follow so many art training, art tutorial YouTubers. And so that's also something really good to start following, because there's a lot of people online that are teaching the Loomis method. It's actually called the Loomis method, and it's really, really helpful for breaking down a face and starting with the basic anatomy. A lot of how I break everything down is, you know, my own personal interpretation, but a lot of it is based on the Loomis method. And I only found Loomis about 4 years ago myself, maybe 5 years ago. So I've adjusted some of my methods to the Loomis method. And I still haven't made it through all of those books. I have like time every couple months to read one chapter. Like, so I'm working on it. But if you want, you can also look at a lot of YouTubers and follow the Loomis method from them. So just search Loomis on YouTube and you'll find a bunch. You use the touch method. You know, if the zombie thing is really bothering you, Tanis, jump over to Facebook, because on Facebook that is not happening. It seems to be an actual Twitch related situation. And I might need to adjust what I'm doing, get a different service, something like that, because it does seem like it's happening always and it's a little bit annoying. So I'm really sorry about this, and it does happen from the, it is happening on Twitch only. See you later, Larry. All right, so I think it happens mostly when I'm moving, because right now I'm not seeing it. I'm checking Twitch. I don't see the zombie dawn. Shirley, hello! Welcome to the stream! Facebook just went completely low res. Okay. Let's see how Facebook is looking. It doesn't look low res over here. Okay, and Shanna, I just saw your question. What method were you using before you found Loomis? I was just kind of using any random method I'd seen. You know, I started really studying how to draw with how to draw anime and manga art books. So I was kind of breaking the faces down the way it's taught in the anime and manga style. And then I have incorporated a little bit more Loomis into my work just because I'm not quite anime and manga. I'm a little bit more realistic, I think is what you would say. So that's the one thing that I've sort of adjusted. And so I break down the faces and the bodies very similarly. It's just with a Loomis infusion. Steve, hello. Okay, I just saw it. I saw what it's doing on Twitch. I apologize, everyone. We are experiencing the Twitch glitch. Okay, here we go. I'm going back to my unified chat. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I'm answering so many questions, and I'm so sorry that I haven't been drawing. My bad. Wayne, hello, and welcome to the stream. Kara, hello. Yeah, hello, Central Park. Welcome, welcome. Gia, hi. Okay, so I'm moving Lady Death's bust down a little bit. And I'm going to move down her rib cage. Thankfully, I do have enough space in here for me to move it down a little bit. I'm just trying to not make everything look too tense. I want her to look relaxed, but then I want the setting that she's in to be super badass. So I'm trying to do like a cave idea. So she's sitting basically on like this rock formation at the base of a rock hill or something, or think like a cave of some sort. And then her cape is going to be kind of draping all over the rocks at the base. And that will bring in a nice pop of red in the midst of the cave. You're aging her boobage. Lol, Steve. It was up in her chin. I'm making it a little bit more realistic. Is there any anime or manga text you would also suggest looking into? You know what? That's a good question, Candace. And anime and manga is a really good way for kids to start drawing. That's how I started. It worked for me. I recommend it. But as far as a specific book, I can't remember which one I had. It was called like How to Draw Anime or Manga. I would honestly just look it up on Amazon and see what you can find. It looks great as always. Should do it like Dan, boobage above the shoulders, right? It was like the neck boobs and shoulders down there. Lol. So I know that I kind of, I'm still working on learning how to draw Lady Death voluptuous enough. So I probably am going to need to enlarge her bust a little bit more, but we'll see. And then I've just got this arm sort of out to the side, so it's going a little bit back behind us. And then it's just resting over here. I might make this part a little bit longer and shorten her forearm slightly. Like so. Oops, am I missing? I am. Oh my God. Sorry, everyone. I hadn't scrolled down. Boob chokage. Ah, she's letting Samara. Oh, thank you so much, Daniel Cooper. Lady Death loves her sandwiches. She does. That is true. See you later, Tanis. Lots of love to you. It's irky and perky. All right, and then I want a couple skulls down at the bottom. And then I want to have I want to show some depth, because that's really what I'm into right now. It's one of the things I'm really trying to include in my art, that not everything is kind of on the same plane, or it looks like a character is standing in front of like a green screen with a picture in the back, or that someone like puts a postcard on the back of a green screen. I don't want my work to look like that. I'm trying to make it so that when you're looking at a cover or you're looking at a commission, it's like a window and you're seeing into the scene. And all of that, of course, is trickery. And I need to learn how to be a better trickery magician to put that trickery with the color and the line weight and the placement and composition to make something look like it has depth, even though, of course, there is none. But that's what perspective is. It's to make something look like it has depth. And it's, you know, you're seeing a painting of a stairway that's going up to heaven or down to hell or into a cavern and all of those things, or a space, you know, that you're seeing some flying spaceship that's in a battle with 20 other flying spaceships that are like 100 miles into the picture. And that's really, really, really hard to do. So that's what I'm trying to learn right now, and wherever I can, I'm trying to force myself to put that in my work. So, you know, I'm going to have a lot of misses before I get some hits, but we're trying. Yes, perspective is everything. Oh, Kelly Santh, hello and welcome. I'm so glad that you're able to learn things along the way. If you ever have any questions, by all means, feel free to type them up in here, and I will try to answer you. If I miss a question, just say it again so that I can see it. Sometimes I miss them. Aw, Wayne, thank you. So much love to you. Kara announced you're pregnant, Tom. Congrats, Tom. Is this a food baby, or are we talking about Shannon here? I'm very confused. Or is it all just a joke? Oh, thank you, Marcus. You don't know you just got here? Lol. Oh, Kara wanted to know what she missed. It's all a funny. I look for inspiration from lots of different places, Shanna. But you know, it is really important to draw from real life. And to like, if you get inspired about something, take a photo, or have your friend take a photo of you, or take a picture of your friend or your cat or your dog or whatever it is you're trying to draw, and draw from real life. It really helps with the anatomy. It helps with understanding all of those things. And sometimes it's completely off of the top of my head. Sometimes I'll have like 40 different things that are my inspiration for said piece that I'm working on. And you you just take little bits of inspiration from here and there and everywhere. Like a lot of my outfit inspiration, for instance, comes from the most random freaking things. One dress, I was inspired by like the cuts of crystal in a wine glass, and I made a whole dress out of it. Or another outfit, I was inspired by the frilled lizard and created something that had like a lizardy look to it. You know, you can get inspiration from anywhere. She knows many undead albino demigods to draw inspiration from. Lol, Devin. So I also want the angle of Lady Death's head here. I tried many different things, but I want it kind of a little bit, let me see if I could do this. Okay, so she's sort of like this. No, other way. Oh, I'm so confused. Anyway, she's sort of like this, and I want her to be kind of looking like that. So it's not like, hello. It's more, yeah, and. So that's really what I'm looking for in this. And so what I did is I drew her eyes really nice and big as if they were going to be completely open. The what the fuck head tilt. Yeah, pretty much. So for me, like trying to draw eyes that are looking down like this, you know, you don't want them to look half asleep. You don't want them to look drugged or having an issue unless that's what you're drawing. But in this case, she's just kind of looking down because she's looking, her head is turned away and she's looking down. It's the piggy nose look. So it's a little bit hard to draw this. And I can show you guys my way of drawing an upward turned nose because it is a little difficult and it can go wrong real fast if you're trying to draw a cover or a commission of a character that you don't want to have a really odd looking situation, you know. It can very easily start looking a little bit like Voldemort's nose. So you want to be careful with that, unless that's what you're going for, again, you know. So anyway, the way that I draw eyes when they're kind of downturned like this is I draw the eye as if it were completely open, and then I put the eyelid halfway through. And you really got to work on your angles because Maverick Hunter, I think is what that is. Thank you so much for the follow. Wherever your iris actually is looking, it's actually, I mean, I think, just from looking at how my eyes and my eyelids react to where my eye is actually looking, generally the iris comes a little bit more forward than the rest of the eye. So that will push up the eyelid a little bit, and that's very important when you're working on Lady Death because she has no irises, pupils, none of that. It's all just pure white, right? So you want to make sure that you can kind of imply where she's looking by exactly how the eyelid is reacting on the face. You don't want it to be straight across. You don't want it to be completely rounded. All of those things are important in deciding exactly where you're going to place the eyelid. So here, because I want to only imply because she has none of these, I want to imply that she's looking at us. Because of that, up here would be a little bit higher, and down here would be even more exaggerated downward than usual. So that's how it would be. Noses are harder than thumbs, yeah. Has anyone used your art for a tattoo? Yes. I generally, if someone asks for it, I will give them the line art to use for the tattoo. So I have no problem with that. I just don't take tattoo commissions because they're very work intensive. Oh, thank you for following me on Instagram, Maverick Hunter, and for finding me here on Twitch, especially because I've stopped posting my going live notifications, which I don't know if I should keep posting them or not. But thank you so much for finding me here, and welcome. The bonus is you can't make her cross-eyed. That is very true, and I'm always quite grateful because I have a really hard time getting the eyes to look directly at someone. So one is always a little bit off, and I have to draw it and redraw it and redraw it and redraw it so that the character is connecting with the viewer. Oh my God, it's so hard. Oh, you never saw them anyway? Lol, bummer. Studies on body parts is a must. That's what I tell to my teen students. That's so cool, Luis. And I didn't know that you were an art teacher. That's so cool. And the way that I draw an upturned nose, since I am always trying to, draw powerful expressions and stances with the characters. I guess because most of the characters that I am commissioned to draw are powerful women, female characters, warriors, all that kind of stuff, which is awesome. And, you know, so sometimes I will do the chin down ones, but then a lot of times I will do the chin up ones. And so this is how I start. I'll answer you, Shanna, in just a second. Is I will do like a little triangle where I want the nose to be. Hello, Time of Dying. Welcome to the live stream. You do your best in elementary. That's awesome, Luis. You're amazing. And then I'll just draw the nostril. And I don't really get into it with the noses. I really don't. I feel like noses and shapes of them can be implied more than they need to be drawn out in their entirety with all of that. You have... Hello, Matthew. Matthew says, hey, Dawn, sorry I'm late. I have a note from my mom. Okay, that's fine. Oh, thank you, Todd. I really appreciate that you don't find it irritating. Oh, funny, Sable. No, I'm just using my, I'm just reusing tape, you know? I'm trying not to be wasteful. What if you want a particular shape to the nose? Oh, well, definitely. Then what I do is I put the, I will put just a basic, think like a framework. And then if I wanted to do a different shape to the nose, then you add those things on top of the basic frame. It's kind of like when you're building a house or when you're, you know, building a sculpture. There is a base framework and then the details are added on top. So the reason why I draw the triangle is mostly because I make sure that the center of the triangle is right in the center of her face. See the center line? So I have the center of it, and then it helps me give it the amount of depth that it needs. So really all that I'm concerned with right now is kind of, say this is the base of the nose triangle, and that's where it's sitting on your face, and this is kind of how far out it's going to go. And that helps me know where on the face it's going to be, how much of the chin it's going to cover, things like that. And then you can add to the shape of it however you want to for whatever character you have. Kylie, hello and welcome. My whole stream right now is filled with hi, Kylie. That's so great. And then because I'm trying to make sure that the eyes look like she's looking down, so her eyes are not completely open, I draw them, I start them out drawing them completely open, and then I put the eyelid and eyelash opening right there, about, depending on how far down I want for her to be looking at us, I'll put the line going across. So this is pretty much right in the center of her eye. And then you just don't fully complete the eye as if it were open, because that's where you're seeing the like top of the eyelid. Okay, and then Shanna, I think it was, Shanna asked, how did you get into comics? I got into comics with my friend JP Roth 8 years ago, and we started in comics together for her comic book series, which was Ancient Dreams, which is now out as a novel. So you can actually read it as a novel or a graphic novel, which is really awesome. And we started in together in 2012 was when we first had Ancient Dreams issue 1 as a comic book. And we started working towards that together. She is the author and the writer, and I was the artist along with a couple other artists. We started working towards our dream in 2011, and then our first book came out in 2012. You're using the Scorched Earth drink coaster with my image on it right now. That's amazing, Time of Dying. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Rob. Guys, the whole Boop Squad and everybody that is on Twitch and Facebook, mostly my Twitch people, thank you so, so much for posting all the abouts and the links and all of those things. You guys are amazing, and I'm so grateful for you. Candace, have a good one. Take care. Never apologize for needing to go. I understand that you have a life. I'm just drawing if you happen to make it. I love you, hon. Have a good weekend. Oh, thank you, Shanna. It is really awesome. And so we still work together on lots of different projects. And then because the face is up, things are compressed a little bit. So like the nose ends up looking, sorry guys, you're gonna get my nose all up in your face, but you know, the chin looks longer, the distance between the mouth and the nose gets a little bit shorter, and then the distance between the eyes and the nose is almost non-existent. Sorry about that. It's kind of not so nice, but you know, at least you can see what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to bring up everything so her nose is up higher than it would normally be, stuff like that. Oh wow, well at least they arrived in the States, Kylie. That's great. Oh no, Rob, please don't tell me things like that. Damn it. It's the worst. Mubot is lying, John. So much lies. Okay, and then I always draw in sort of where the cheekbone would be. And so right here, I feel that her jaw is a little bit thick, or I don't know, a little bit too square. I'm just rounding up her jaw a little bit more. There we go. And then, of course, Lady Death has lots and lots of hair. ZD Art, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to my Twitch stream. Sable, it just really depends on what project I'm asked to draw or what I do, but I would say primarily I am asked to draw a lot of female characters. That isn't to say that I don't like drawing men. I do. I wish I drew them more. I do have more experience drawing women, so I would say I'm probably better at that. But I do want to draw male characters more often. It is not an avoidance thing. It's just, it's not what I'm asked to draw. B-Girl2282, welcome to the stream and thank you for the follow. Of course, Wayne, I would be honored. Thank you so much. Hello, River Dragon. Okay, now we're going to start working on the background a little bit more. I want to start expediting this process. Now that I've got her face in and I've changed some of the anatomy on her, her torso and her bust, I want to start working on getting the details for her hair, working on the background, and then tying the whole thing together with a final pencil so that I can start inking it. So I need to start hauling ass. Xander, hello, welcome. Managed to find the Express It Mask It film you use, and I'm going to get... Oh, I'm so sorry, Kylie. I know, I honestly sometimes have thought about getting a different brand, not for any other reason, but maybe I can get a big roll of it, and that would last longer or whatever, but I know that Express It works. I know that it works with the... Arches paper, and I'm terrified to try anything else, so I hear you. Oh, okay, see you later, Shanna. Thank you so much for joining in. Have a good night. I'm glad you're going to sleep. Oh, I'm so glad I could help, Shanna, and you're welcome back anytime. I'll be back on Sunday with more live streaming if you have any more questions. Okay. Kelly Santh, ooh, 8 years. I remember buying Prince and the book when both of you were here for C2E2. Was that the release year? I wasn't at C2E2 the first year. So JP Roth and Sabine Rich were there, but I wasn't there. Chances are you did get it at the first year. I wouldn't have seen it. I wouldn't have been there. But 2012 was the release year. Was that the year that you got it at C2E2? You'll be coming back. That's awesome, Shanna. Have a good one. You're amazing, Kelly Santh. Thank you. That is so, so, so cool. Yay. So yes, that was the first year it came out. Thank you so much for being here and supporting all that time. You rock. Love to you, Shanna. What's the vengeance and zombie koalas? All right, this boob is just not big enough, I don't think. But you know what? We're just going to leave it for right now. All right, here's another little tricky trick. Drop bears. Okay. Aussie male challenges. Are bears dropping on things? Oh, that's amazing, Wayne. Okay, guys, listen to this. Wayne says, I can attest that Dawn's packaging of original art is amazing. It was easier to unlock a bra with my left hand than to open up the art package from Dawn. I told you, I like tape. Yay! You gotta love when she says this boob just isn't big enough. Well, you know, it happens. Brandy, hello! Welcome to this stream. So much love and virtual hugs to you. Kara's back with her paddle, everyone. Watch out. So this is my little trick. I take a kneaded eraser. I put the brand that I'm using in the description, but it's a Faber Castell kneadable art eraser. Comes in a little box. I love everything in cases, so this makes me very happy. And I turn it into a little sausage and I roll it. I don't generally use it as an eraser in the standard form that you consider a kneaded eraser for. I roll, like as if I'm rolling some dough. And the reason why I do that is because then it evenly lightens. It's not erasing, and I don't want to erase. I want to evenly lighten. Don't threaten you with a good time. And the reason why I'm doing this is that I don't want to, I want to try to follow my rough sketch, but not make it too much of a disaster, because all that I would be doing now, if I were to try to refine my line work over this without erasing and lightening it, is I'd have to draw darker in order to make it clear what it is I'm trying to make my final line. And the darker you start harder you press, and the darker you go with your pencil lines, they don't always erase very cleanly and nicely. And of course, I'm trying to erase them once I ink it. So the best thing to do is to roll it and then do another draw. I know, this is so awesome, Wolf Nightly, and they're really cheap. So this, I think, is like $1 something Canadian, and they last me a few months each. A food baby. Yes, the boobs have been adjusted numerous times and probably will be adjusted again. I've told you guys, it takes me a little while to draw Lady Death correct. Thank you, Xander. The suppressor, hello and what? No, is it? Yes, suppressor. Welcome to the stream. Don't boobs always get adjusted? Yes. Are you still using the super smooth Cougar paper? I am. I am using, it's now called Cougar Digital Smooth. They changed it from super smooth. I don't know why. So yes, that's what I'm using. I get it cut by my print place. No, I'm not working off of a reference pose, Wolf. I can show you what I'm working off of. It's a little scribble in my scribble book. Let me find my scribble. Where is it? God damn it. Here we go. Okay, so this is the little scribble that I have. Whoa, I'm sorry. This little scribble right here. So here, I need to just take it out of the box, and I'm bumping things. Love the live stream. It's so rad to see the artwork I grew up being made live. You rock. John Paul, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome. Okay, here, I'm gonna take this out so you guys can see. So this was my layouts that I used for Hell Witch. I ended up going with this one. Sadra, hello and welcome to the stream. I don't know if you guys can see the resemblance, or if you are familiar with the Hell Witch cover where she's on the throne. This was the rough layout idea. These were some of the other ones that I was working through and my rejects for that particular project. But this is what I'm working off of here. And that has turned into this. So I'm kind of just working off the top of my head. Whoops. Okay, I may have missed a bunch of comments. I'm really sorry. This was the eraser I said was your must-have art supply. Ah, interesting. Very wise, Devin. Thank you. Oh, Xander, I'm so glad that you find this a helpful tip. Yay. I don't think that I'm going to lighten her face because actually I'm pretty happy with it. And sometimes the more times I draw a face, the worse it looks for some reason. I just don't always duplicate my sketches very well. So I'm gonna leave the face. Travis, hello, welcome to the stream. And then you gotta just knead the eraser. It kind of like faux cleans it. Time of Dying is saying, where do you get those sleeves? I've seen digital artists use them too. The main one that I use, I actually made the pattern myself and got someone to sew them for me. Because I had a very specific thing that I was looking for. This one I honestly don't know where I got, but you know what? You can just look on Amazon for, you know, thumb hole sleeve, UV protection arm sleeves. A lot of people will buy them for driving to protect their arms from like UV rays. Look into that. Crafty. I know, I got crafty. I made my own pattern. I felt so proud of myself. Well, because I also wanted them cotton. I'm working on a Lady Death commission right now, Travis, and then the next one that I have on my list, which I'm going to try to get to pretty fast, I need to start working through my, I'm going to try to get a little bit ahead on some of the commissions, is Ashoka Tano, I believe is her name. Hello, Ronan from Dublin, Ireland. Welcome to the stream today. It's so great to have you here. I am working on the sketch for a Lady Death commission today. So I just erased my scribble lines and I'm going to start refining the line art. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to... Hello, Darth Durkle. Welcome to the stream. Is there a particular person or event that influenced you to express yourself through drawing? I love your Hell Witch. Thank you so much for liking the Hell Witch. That means a lot. As far as what inspired me, yes, I always drew. So I always loved to draw and would draw all the time. Artistic inspiration-wise, as far as being interested in comic books, that would be J. Scott Campbell. And then the person that helped me get into comics and had the courage and the dream and the drive and all of that to start a comic book company was J.P. Roth from Rothic Comics. So she and I were friends as kids, and she believed that I could get into comics as an artist, and she we started working on her comic book series, Ancient Dreams, together. I got an eraser like that once when I was 12. My grandma found it and the wrapper said kneadable rubber and she freaked. Oh, that's funny, John Paul. Okay. All right, so I did all of my sketching for the most part with my 0.9 pencil. I'm putting that away now and I'm switching to 0.3 millimeter. It's super tiny. We do need an inspiration, exclam. Thank you, Ronan. I'm gonna write that down. And for precision erasing, I use the Mono 0. So that one is, it's a much tinier eraser. I think it's the 2 millimeter barrel. And this is a really great eraser for cleaning up small areas. What I used to do is I had another eraser. This one was my older one. I'm not super into the actual eraser that comes with this, but what I would do in order to get it to be more of a point is I used to have a pair of like art nail clippers. So they were nail clippers that were specifically for art and in my pencil case. And I would snip away the ends to make a tip on this one. But this is a much better eraser, so I switched to this guy. Can erase the pencil after inking? Yes, you can, but it does lighten the line art. So you it'll pull up some of the inked lines. Yeah, just the tip, exactly. And the reason why I do some of this erasing of the like cut lines and break lines in the face is even though I could erase it after I ink it, sometimes they can almost trick your eye and the piece looks right just because there's enough lines in there to sort of trick your brain. Chris Jackson, hello. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. It's a Lady Death Commission Day. Whoop, whoop. Because I finished my deadline early. I'm going to be happy dancing for a little while about that. Do you use blue line or red line pencil? I do not. I used to, but I don't anymore. I just don't particularly care for it. I feel like, I don't know. It's just a personal preference thing. I've tried to get into it a few times and just, it never really took for me. Even though, like, I used them for years because I thought that's what you were supposed to do. But now I kind of am like, if I don't like it, I'm not going to use it. And if it's what I'm supposed to do, who cares? What matters is the finished product. She has a Nebula look. Well, yeah, I can see that. She currently is not owning any hair. Exactly. Stand by for hair. You have a Nebula commission to do soon. That is awesome. I don't think I've ever drawn Nebula. Exactly. I don't like it because you can't erase it. And, you know, I could be talking completely ignorantly about this, but I believe that the reason why blue pencils were used a lot is because it was called non-photo blue, right? And, you know, a scanner wouldn't pick it up before, or, you know, a photocopy machine or whatever. It wasn't seen. But now the way that scanners are, they're going to pick up all the blue. Like, it's not something that you can just get rid of. It's something you have to go in and erase now. So like I make my comic book board with this quote unquote non-photo blue. You're just seeing the back side of my Witchblade, but it has my thing on there. Most comic book board actually has 2 internal lines as well. I don't put them in because I don't like having to erase them when I go to send in my cover. It's super annoying. Just how long is your commission list? You know what? I'm not sure, Kadiro. I'd have to go look. I think it's like 16 or 17 people right now are waiting. Was there a discount on the no hair commission? Hi, Lucy. Hey there, Dawn. Hey, Labrace. It's good to see you. Ronan says, I'm going to take up sketching and illustrating during the weekend. What equipment and starting point would you recommend? A pencil, eraser, and any paper you can find. The best thing is to not make it too complicated for yourself to start out. You know, they say start out simple with exercise, start out simple with a new healthy diet. You know, just don't don't make it difficult for yourself. All you need is just something to draw on, something to draw with, and some time, and then just chill and relax and enjoy yourself. 16 to 17 people waiting 16 to 17 years. Alkali, hello, welcome. If you're set up for it, can you show us the completed Lady Death variant? I am so sorry, Kyle. I am not set up for it. But, so I can't. But you can see it on the, I showed pretty much it was almost done. So you can see it on my previous live stream. So that was the one from Wednesday. You can click through and see. You haven't been around for a while. Well, it's so great to have you back, Alkali. Thank you. You say that jokingly and with love. Oh, I know, True Deadman. Don't worry. I'm also joking with my faux offended. For sure, Kyle. I'm sorry. It's a digital file, and now I'm doing traditional. Any other painted artwork coming up? Hint, hint. You know, I'm not sure right now, Wayne. Nothing is in the immediate plans. You know what, Kayshawn? Is it Kayshawn or Kaysian? It's a good question. It's a really tough one to answer. Pretty much, I'm happy with whatever it is that I am currently working on. You know how that is? Because you have hope that you're going to do a really good job and it's all going to be perfect and you're going to make no mistakes and all those like lofty goals. And then, you know, once you're done with the drawing, you start to pick it apart. So that's really like where I'm always artistically at. However, that being said, I do have one Kayshawn. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. So yes, Kayshawn, with that, I have a piece that I'm extremely happy with, and it hasn't come out yet, but it's a painting of Divinica, which is the series that I work on with J.P. Roth. It's all about goddesses, but from all different pantheons of mythology, and I do have that cover. It's the Dan's apartment one, you guys. And that one I'd say I'm the most happy with of my work. Oh, thank you so much, Labris. You know what, at this point, and you know, my opinions change every 5 minutes, so we don't know, but I am not really planning on doing a Twitch affiliate or subscription program. I have my email list that you can subscribe to. I really like, you know, if you're going to help support me in any way, I really want to give back. So that I have things on my website for various prices, and I like you to get something for your support of me and my work. That's just how I prefer to do it. So I have my email list that you can subscribe to. You can get a coupon. You can use that if you want to support me in any way. Otherwise, you know, subscription is free. Hanging out here is awesome, and you're already supporting by being here and just being way cool. See you later, Marcus. Have a great weekend. It's penthouse with a view, yes. So now I'm just putting in a basic hairline, because everyone's hairline kind of goes, you know, it goes around your forehead and then kind of goes straight down, back and down again. And everybody's hairline is slightly different, but that's primarily how it goes. Mine doesn't seem to come forward very much here, but you know, it's more or less follows like that. That would be Waffle Man's secret base. He wishes. 66 isn't too bad, considering that Moobot is a little bit grumpy. Oh, Labris, thank you. Already doing all of the above and love the prints I just received, so thank you again. Thank you so much. Big love and hugs to you. I appreciate it a ton. Then I'm sorry for the big long explanation. I don't always put 2 and 2 together with Twitch names and everything else, and I'm sorry. But thank you so much. What is the Forest Lord creating for dinner? I believe tonight is pork and pita bread. Food talk. Hanasol, welcome. Okay, rib cage is moving down a little bit. Center belly button is right about there. Okay, and I need to draw sort of the original Lady Death outfit. So I need to do a little bit of research to make sure I get her original outfit correct. That's a no-go on the dinner menu tonight. 95% love between Kara and Tom. Nice. Oh, do we have someone? Zico, hello. Hello from Paris, that's awesome. All right, I think I missed a couple. Garcia Arb. Am I saying that? No, Garcia. I'm so sorry. I can't read. Hello, Garcia. Welcome. Okay, I'm going back. Have you used any articulated figures when you started drawing? You know what? I bought a really expensive articulated figure from Japan and I have never used it. Ralphie, hi! What's up in the life of a professional artist? Meeting deadlines and trying to catch up on a commission list. How are you? Hopefully down with making that pork and pita bread. Has Dan ever used what? Has Dan ever used, oh, I'm not sure. Pork in the pocket? Oh, the articulating model. Lol, Tom, no. One of my kids, though, was really, it's when Lyndon was like a toddler that I bought it, and he broke the hand. Thank you, Garcia. I really appreciate it. Buy some action figures, yes. Fine, I made a drawing of Ellie from The Last of Us 2. Was hard, but drawing is so fun. That's so awesome, Zico. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Zico? You got two and they are expensive. Yes, they are. I'm kind of thinking of buying a slightly different type. Because I want to get one for to use for like mail reference. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. I love your art. It's amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Zico. I really apologize. Thank you for being so patient. If I'm just pronouncing your name horribly, you have a lot of patience. Thank you. It's a Luke Skywalker articulated figure. Interesting. She's going to wear the original black two-piece and knee-highs. Possibly. I need to look. He did, the person who the commission is for described for me which original outfit he wanted. So I'm going to need to look at that. Oh, thank you, Garcia. The bodycon. Oh, yeah, I think I've heard of that one. Naked bald mannequin lady. I got one that's a little bit more of an anime. I got one that's a little bit more of an anime anatomical one. And sometimes I think, oh, I should take it out and try it and use it sometimes, but I don't really need it for the female form. I need it for male form. So that's what I need to buy. You're so kind, Zico. Thank you. It's great to have you here. Justin, hello. Of course you. I was wondering who was yelling naked bald mannequin lady. You don't know how to draw the face. You know, Garcia, I don't know if you have Pinterest, but there's a lot of little tutorials on Pinterest. I'm really into them right now. And they have like how to draw a manga, how to draw anime, how to draw an anime face. And they are definitely easier than trying to draw a realistic face. It's where I started in art too, was drawing anime and manga style. So start with anime, then you can go to manga, and then you can go into a little bit more realistic. But it really helps with the foundation, in my opinion. I just say it the way I learned it in Japan. Maybe I'm wrong. Central Park Gamer, hello! Is there a body part that you struggle with or you just feel more critical of after a piece is completed? That's a really good question. I guess it would probably always be the face. You know, there's so many spots that you can get wrong, or an eye is slightly off from another or whatever. So I would say I'm usually focusing on the face. I think starting realistic, maybe not full realistic, but with a kind of realism is better to understanding anatomy. That is true, Zico. I'm mostly talking about what's easier. Okay, so, you know, her body is going through. There's the rib cage. Here is the shoulder, so it would be going all the way back. And then her arm. Oh, okay, so I need to... Do you like manga art? Yes, I do. All right, so I needed to rotate that a little bit. So yes, her boob definitely has to be bigger. And then this is where it connects. And then this is the forearm. You just need to make sure everything is in the right place. The uneven eyes are so annoying, right? Exactly. You don't have to be super patient with your improvement. It at least keeps you drawing, you know? If you try, in my opinion, if you try to like start college on the third year instead of first year, of course it's going to be more complicated. You can't skip grades. So, I mean, doing realistic is fantastic, but not everybody feels like they can start out with realistic. You can draw a doodle better, but in anime you can't. Okay, so I guess whichever one works best for you, Garcia, for sure. But then, okay, maybe I went too specific as far as the anime style, but you can still find how to draw faces and like broken down, or look on YouTube. There's a lot of really good tutorials out there that are like small, easy, all of that. The Wolverine you're drawing is taking shape. Great job. I love you, Wayne. Have a good weekend, and thank you for stopping by. Okay, so I was drawing in there, like I'm trying to draw the back side of her arm so I can picture where everything is. I know, right, Gabriel? It seems like all of my art is getting mistaken for Wolverine these days by Wayne. That's so awesome, Luis. Have fun, and thank you for hanging out. I have a question. Is it harder to start in the art industry as a pinup artist? I don't think so, Jico, but I would say it's a little harder to, I don't know. It would be a little harder to then get into interior art, but as far as cover art, no, I don't think it makes it harder. That is so awesome to Artist Life. I love it. Well done, Garcia. Anthony, are you part of Boop Squad? Because that's where I'll see your work. If you want me to see your work, join my Facebook group called Boop Squad, and I will see it there. But that's how it, that's just fine, Garcia, because you need to, it's like learning to ride a bike. You start with training wheels, and you practice and you practice and you practice, and then you can remove the training wheels. That's kind of how it is. That's okay. See you later, Hanusol. Ooh, someone just followed and I missed it. Thank you so much for the follow. Exactly. It's okay to suck at it. Just suck a little less tomorrow. That's right. I think the main thing is we're all, you know, I think as artists, you're just so hard on yourself. Or you can have an idea in your mind of what it is you want to create or draw, and then it doesn't work out that way, or it doesn't look the way you had planned, and it can be so disheartening. And I personally take art way too seriously. And the main thing is like, that's why watercolor has been such a good learning experience for me, not only in the act of using it, but also in the like chill the fuck out as far as your plan and your idea of how it's supposed to look or what you're planning to do. Because watercolor isn't going to do what you want it to do. It's going to do what it wants to do. And you will take it and you will like it. And so I love that so much about watercolor, because it's making me not be such a control freak and learn to just let art happen. You know, be surprised by something, try something new, have a basic plan, but don't get too butthurt with yourself if your art doesn't quite look the way you planned, and just, take it as part of the journey and part of the process, and lighten up on yourself and, how good it is or not, Steve says, Dawn, I think everything I make is a masterpiece, and then I wake up from my nap. Oh, that's hilarious, Steve. Sometimes what you're drawing doesn't want to be a bear. It wants to be a raccoon. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, same here, Kadiro. Absolutely nothing ever has turned out the way that I had it planned. When I started the Lady Death cover that I was just working on, my color plan didn't turn out exactly the way I had envisioned it in my mind. I tried what I had envisioned in my mind and it didn't look good. So then I had to kind of rethink and replan. I drew the ghost dress with the opinion and plan that it was going to be a white ghost dress. And it didn't look good white. It didn't stand out enough from her skin tone, and you have to see some of those things to make those decisions. And so whether it turned out better or worse than my original plan is kind of moot, because it is what it is, Or a platypus. Plans are for the weak. Embrace madness. Boop Squad is something different. No. Not boopsquad.com. Anthony, it's in my Facebook page in a group. You're on my Facebook right now. And so go Art of Dawn McTagg, and then it's a group in Facebook. That might be why most of my Minecraft creations explode. All right, let me see. I need to tell him this in Facebook. I'm going to copy it. All right, Anthony, I'm going to try to post a link for you. All right, there is a new Facebook look. Oh. Wow, okay, so there's an actual Boop Squad. Interesting. All right. Anthony, no. Okay, reply. What? Okay. Sorry, everyone. Okay, I think that I got it there. Yes, okay. Anthony, I just replied to your comment. That's what you need. Okay, let's do hair. It's hair time. There's a Boop Squad streaming when you Google it. It's kind of hard to find the page. Interesting, that's so weird. All right, so with Lady Death, do you have Instagram? Yes, I do. So if you see my name right underneath here, just do the Dawn McTagg, not the .com, and that's my Instagram. Rurutu, thank you so much for the follow and welcome. Okay, so the way that I do hair is I scribble. And I think that scribbling is the best way. Darth Durkel, if we weren't here, would you be listening to music? If so, what would it be? I love music, but I always do better work in silence. I would probably be either listening to music. I listen to, right now I'm listening to a lot of In This Moment. Or I'm also watching, I'm starting at the beginning of New Girl. It's a TV show. And I like those sort of, you know, rom-com-esque, a bunch of friends hanging out and talking, basically nothing action. And the reason why is because I'm trying not to watch it. I'm just listening. So I like heavy dialogue, but happy. I don't like sad. So I would be listening to music, or, you know, sometimes my kids will come in here to finish their schoolwork, so I'll just be chitty-chatting with them. I lost my Lady Death and Witchblade lithograph print when you moved. Oh, I'm so sorry, Rurutu. That's so sad. Your wife is watching New Girl this very moment. Yay. Okay, so her head shape I have drawn in. Yes, New Girl is Zooey Deschanel. Are you, Garcia, are you saying you follow me on Instagram, or who? Well, either way, thank you. Okay. So I'm gonna give her her red cape, which I think is gonna look really awesome with the rest of the from the rest of the cave or whatever stone situation she's sitting in. I want the red to just have that awesome pop of color. Oh, that's awesome, Roberto. So now it's time to just draw lots and lots of rocks. So first off, I want to have sort of like a flat rock right here because she needs to rest her elbow on it. So I'm just going to have a nice flat rock right there. And then I want it to have a little chip coming off of it. And then more rock down here. Then I've got the rocks coming down like this. So she's sort of sitting in a little nook or cranny in the rock formations. And then some of these ones in the background, I'm not going to ink them. I'm just going to color them in lighter tones to make it look like it's further away. Thank you, Richard Rice. Okay, so now I'm just working on the cloth, and you know, to me, cloth is important in how it flows. It has to have the right flow to it. So I care about the cloth looking right, and you know, it's because it's a big cape and it almost has the look of leather almost in the way it's handled, even though it's red on the inside. I want it to look stiff and soft at the same time. Think like a thick curtain. Darth Dirkle, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for being here and have a great weekend. Mwah! Thank you, RJ. Really appreciate it. This is the scribble pencil time. All right, guys, I'm gonna run and refill my water really, really quickly. So I'm just gonna put my little concession thing right here. I will be right back because there's still another 37 minutes before I need to be done. So water. I'll be right back. Misa back. You feel like you need to go grab popcorn? I know, right? Kaname, hello. Okay, so guys, I have a story for you of something that happened, what was it, like yesterday morning. So I'm sitting in my chair and I'm fully focused on art. So I'm in like major art focused brain time, right? And oh, Mark Pierce, thank you so much for supporting the Hell Witch Kickstarter. Whoop whoop! You got a cover by me in the mystery envelope. Yay, thank you. Oh, thank you, Alkali. You missed the dancing snacks. Oh, David Donnelly is the one who sent me the concession intermission thing. So anyway, I'm like doing my, all right, I have, for anyone who doesn't know me, I have relatively long hair. So this is my hair, if you can see that. My hair is about down to here. And so I put my hair over the chair, right? And I'm putting it back in a bun. And I thought I was alone in my room. So I'm looking at my art and putting my hair up. And when I'm doing that, I'm like flipping it all around, right? And so I'm sitting in my office chair with the back on it, and I'm working on putting my hair up, and all of the sudden, Sherlock jumps on the back of my seat because my hair is like Sherlock crack. He will chase it. He will attack it. Like, for some reason, he thinks that this is an animal he needs to chase and kill. And oh my God, Sherlock jumped on the back of my seat. So he's up at my shoulder and his claw went right into the back of my shoulder. Like, he straight up attacked. And I thought I was alone in the room, and all of a sudden I just get pounced on. And I yelped. Like, at the top of my lungs, I straight up screamed. And so Sherlock got scared, and because I feel so bad for scaring Sherlock, but I didn't know he was there. And so he jumps up, I scream, and he just jumps down immediately. And Dan's desk is like directly on the floor below. Yeah, no, Sherlock can do it in one leap. So this is my office chair. So this is my office chair. It's about, you know, it's up to like my rib cage, and Sherlock in one jump can jump up on the back of that chair. Like, oh my God. And so it scares Sherlock, and he immediately jumps down, right? Because I yelped so loud. And Dan was downstairs, and he thought I fell because Sherlock literally lands like a ton of bricks. Sherlock weighs 16 pounds, and he doesn't cat well. You know how they say cats are light on their feet? No. Sherlock sounds like a herd of elephants. So Dan thought I fell over. He was like, what happened? My son comes running in, like, what's going on? And I'm like, Sherlock scared me, and then I scared him, and it was a whole thing. Anyway, it was funny. I'm not Sherlock shaming. I guess I am. He doesn't cat well, that's true. I think he's pretty okay with it, though. Yeah, I mean, oh my God, it was so loud. Dan was like, sure it was me. Yeah, it got everyone's attention. Oh my goodness. Well, because yelping, I don't yelp. I don't generally scream in fright. He just freaked the living daylights out of me. When you think you're alone in the room and all of a sudden you have a cat claw in your shoulder. And it's not because Sherlock was trying to attack me or claw my shoulder. It's just he missed the back of the chair. He overshot. It went right in my back. So I know better than to let my hair down when Sherlock is around. I just didn't know he was there. I'm a human scratching post. Yes, pretty much. So I'm thinking to have, like, I don't want the rocks to be even. So I'm thinking I want like one rock kind of protruding like this. So then her cape would sort of be pinched upwards, you know? It wouldn't be sitting completely evenly everywhere. Good thing you weren't drawing, right? I know. And told with such enthusiasm. Yeah, because I am so easily startled because I'm always, like when I'm drawing, I am so in the zone and focused. So like right now, this is not a real good indication of what I do when I'm actually working. Right now, I'm hanging out with you guys and drawing on the side. When I'm focused, it's like there could be all kinds of random stuff going on around me, but like all I see and hear is the art. I lose track of time, all of that stuff, but oh my God. Oh, he scared me so bad. I startled very easily. You guys are the best. This is fun. Okay, so I want the rock to kind of be coming out like that. Maybe. Maybe I need to have a little bit more. I don't know. At least you can make it. I know, you so can. I'm picturing a fire raging in the background and demons pouring through a portal, but Dawn's just drawing. Yeah, especially if I have In This Moment playing as well. There's nothing. I won't. I won't react. I think, see, I'm trying to decide, is it appropriate to just have the cape on this side and then it's sort of behind her back, or would I want the cape to also be going over this shoulder a little bit and coming over on this side as well? I'm not sure. Let's draw a skull. I'm overwhelmed by, no, I'm not overwhelmed. We're gonna do this. Okay, so I'm gonna have a rock in the foreground like this. I can't have everything going, sweeping this way. Something is gonna have to break up the flow and, general diagonal direction that the whole piece is going in. I don't want it to just like, be aggressively diagonal in one way. I need to break things up. Both sides. Okay, 2 people are saying both sides. All right, I agree. A rock lobster would shake things up. Oh my God. 25 minutes until triple dessert. Oh, I'm gonna make the the dark chocolate chip cookies again this weekend. They were such a win, so I'm gonna do them again. So I won't have dessert tonight, but I will tomorrow. Yee! I'm excited. I know, triple dessert does sound delicious. I wish I had triple dessert. I'll bow before the peachy magnificence. Oh, that sounds good, Matthew. Not this time. I'm not using box mix. I'm making it all by myself, Gabriel. Is the new migraine meds working out? They are, Philip. It's it's really changed my life. It's quite amazing. I'm still waiting for, there's a couple times where there's a lot of storms in the summer here in Calgary, and so I need to see if I can make it through that spot where I usually have a lot more than usual, but right now it has changed my life. I am not experiencing the extensive amount of migraines I used to, so I'm very grateful. I have never in more than 2 years of streams observed Dawn fidgeting, a testament to her excitement for these cookies. Oh, that's funny. The Merc, hello. You thought the hook changed my life. Yes, for neck pain, yes. What is the brown backing used to support your artwork? I get hardboard. So it's I think it's MDF is what it's called, and I get the type that's smooth on both sides. And most hardware stores will have it, Home Depot, I think Lowe's, at least those are the ones that I know of here. And if you go by, what I do is I buy the 8-foot by 4-foot big sheets, and then they'll actually cut them down to size for you. I think they charge per cut, but that's what I use, and it's glorious. So I get them in 12 by 18 for my 11 by 17 ones, and then 8.5 by 11. And I think that these are the 1/8 inch thickness, I believe. They're really good for shipping original art as well. So this is what I use for packing original art and for drawing. That and lots of tape, that's right. Lots and lots of tape. And what I've started doing is I do hardboard. The art is in a plastic sleeve, and then I wrap it around with cling film. So like shrink wrap, just lots and lots of layers of shrink wrap, and then I put it in a waterproof bubble mailer. And then I seal the bubble mailer, and then I put it in a box. Oh, and the art has, sometimes I pretty much do one layer of MDF and then a layer on top of corrugated cardboard, so like a thick cardboard sheet, and then round and around. 23 layers of packaging to try and get through. I'm so sorry, Brandy, I know. I really pack the art as if it could, you know, get karate kicked multiple times and still be okay. You still have the bubble wrap to play with. Yay! My shipping team is not that layered. That's right. Well, it's not original art. A print can be replaced, so we do kind of play the odds game a little bit. And we pack it as much as is generally necessary. And we pack pretty good, I think. I think they do a really good job. But original art is impossible to replace. It's kind of one piece, and I'm not going to redraw it. So, you know, it better not freaking get messed up. What sizes do you cut the smaller ones? These ones are 9 by 12 for an 8.5 by 11 sheet. So my piece of paper is letter size, and then the board is 9 by 12. If a print was that packed, I'd own much less of them. Yeah, exactly. And we'd be taking it in the teeth on shipping expenses, that's for sure. You did, Adam? Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Mwah. I will check. Let me see. Wow, Adam. Thank you so much. I need to refresh. Damn. Oh my God, Adam. Thank you so much. I hope everything reaches you safely with no issues. Thank you for your support. I love you lots. Yes, The Artist Life. I do have plans. Are you subscribed to my email list? Because if you are, then I will keep you posted on when it's coming soon. It's a massive order. Thank you, Adam. I'm so grateful. Almost, Philip. He got some Divinica, and I so appreciate your support of Divinica, Adam. Thank you. Okay, more rocks. So many more rocks. Dan's apartment may be the last Divinica 5 still out there for the collection. You know, JP Roth and I talked about it, and right now our plan for the Dan's apartment and the candle one is we're going to save them for Divinica issue 6 and use them for that, because those ones were planned as like convention exclusives, and as you guys know, most conventions are either postponed or canceled, and so we're just going to save them. See you later, Strad. Gosh, I know you told me what to call you. I'm so sorry. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. Have a great weekend. The La Muerta situation is my fault. I didn't have time during the deadline for this particular Kickstarter, but I will definitely work on a La Muerta sometime soon. Divinica 6 line forms behind me then. Aw, Rob, you're so awesome. Thank you. Adam, that is amazing. Well, I'm so glad that you're at had a position that you can, because you know what matters is that you are doing great, and that is amazing, and I'm so happy to hear it. Take care of yourself, though. I think you're working a lot of hours, so you know, make sure you get good rest. And thank you so much. See you later, Gregory. Take care and have a great weekend. 10 minutes. Okay, thank you so much for letting me know, Philip. I'd like to raid someone again. So I'm gonna reopen Twitch. And see who's around. Oh, that's hilarious, Gabriel. I'm just checking and seeing who all is on. All right. Latex is always a good idea for what? See you later, Jeff. Have a great weekend and take care. All right, so I didn't really get very far on this live stream, but you know what? I will work on it. I'll probably be working on the colors this this weekend for the Sunday stream. Thank you, Keeman. So yeah, I will. I'll probably try to ink it tonight, hopefully, and then for Sunday's stream, I will work on coloring it and. Yep. We're taking over Tom's spot in line. Oh, did we get a new follower? Hello, new follower. I'm so sorry I missed you. Thomas Rays, thank you for the follow, and thank you, Keeman, for letting me know who it was. I am. Who's Skipper? Brandy is Skipper? Oh, that's awesome. I like Skipper. Have you guys seen some of the like penguins from Madagascar cartoons? Like some of the ones that are just their little journeys and everything? They're really fun. I kind of like this. So what I'm doing is I've got one like higher rock right here, and so her cloth is sort of forming it's sort of looping down on here in between these two higher points. And then I'll probably have like a little piece of cloth going over the skull here. He's got himself a little cloth hat. Oh, yeah, for sure. Netflix runs this house. Yeah, I'm sure, Tom. You're going to watch 13 Reasons new season tonight. I haven't seen that. I'm going to probably watch either Parks and Rec or New Girl. You had me at background, Dawn. Aw. Don't watch 13 Reasons Why. Okay, thank you for the heads up. You know I couldn't handle it. I'll cry a lot. Okay, then no. Hard pass. Thank you, Brandy. I really appreciate the warning. I can't handle that kind of stuff. 2 minutes left. Okay, let's go raid someone. All right, so firstly, I want to thank you all so much for being here, for your support, for hanging out with me. It just means the world. I will be back on Sunday afternoon unless, you know, something happens, but I plan to be back Sunday afternoon to finish the colors on this one. Thank you all. You rock so hard, and I am going to let's raid an artist, Ox Coxa. So let's raid her. Thank you all so very much. Raid Ox Coxa. All right, let's go give her a raid. Let's show some support. You guys are the best. Have a wonderful weekend and a great night. And let's go raid her and give her some love. Love you all. Bye.